you screwed that up, mate.
Did I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That's
One
all
job.
good.
Yeah.
One job.
Okay. Awesome, guys. Thanks for coming down. I'm really excited about today's podcasts.
Nice.
Podcasts.
We're doing multiple, are we?
We're going to do one with multiple questions.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah. So how's training been going lately? We'll start off with that.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's been pretty good. A lot of upper body focus. I think we've seen that, and also in the main group, they've seen that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like upper body focus.
Why?
I'm shit at it.
Ooh.
I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Beep.
frightening. Beep. Need some sense. I'm sorry. I am not as confident as I am at lower body stuff. So
Yep.
it's more of a concern for me to put that time into there,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely it's coming good to me. So the things like toaster bar and all upper body movements are now actually starting to become much, much easier, and I'm actually starting to dread the run.
You're dreading the run.
I don't like the run.
You used to love running.
I don't like it anymore. I might, like I'll finish my toaster bar, I'll finish my kettlebell swings, and I'll be like, wow, I got through that way too quick, and I'm really not enjoying the runs at the moment.
Okay, well, we'll get that going again. There was one thing I was talking to Jason about recently that I want to start running inside the actual gym.
Yeah.
So, like, if we create a circle and put some cones down, there's going to be a cool running track inside the gym. And I've worked it out that it's around about 40 meters, like one loop.
Yep.
So we'll chuck all the gear in the middle and then run around the gear in a loop. So we'll...
What, like duck, duck, goose?
No, not really.
Logistically, that'll only work for the classes that are on
Tuesday
On
and
the run,
Thursday,
yeah.
Friday,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah. So if they're overlapping, it's not going to work because it's just going to be like a mosh pit or a circle pit. Yeah,
Nice.
sounds safe.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Sounds
I
like fun.
mosh pits.
Yeah, so basically lately quite a few of the members, I've been sitting down and doing goals with them. And the goals that we've been setting have been over the 30-day period, the 90-day period and the 6-month period. And this has been awesome for me to be able to reflect on, my goals, whether it's in business, running the gym, or even my own fitness goals. And I can see where, you can't really give too much attention all to one thing. You've got different seasons in life where you're going to be way more focused on one thing than another, but you can't let things go. So it's really helped me to step up my training goals again and think that, hey, look, what I was doing wasn't enough, and I could just tell I wasn't feeling ideal. So I've been able to step up my game a little bit and follow the programming a little bit more, which I must say is fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
It's brilliant, man. I love it. And so what I want to hear from you guys is, for people that have set goals, the main thing that I think a lot of people experience is, failure to that goal or a setback or something along those lines, and then just feeling like they want to throw the towel in. So what have you done? What goals have you got at the moment? And then also, what are you looking to achieve as far as your goals? And what advice would you give somebody else that's trying to maintain motivation to keep the goals that they've recently just set, keep that in motion?
So
That's a lot of questions there.
that
So
is.
let's see if you can break it down.
Let's unpackage it. So my goals at the moment is the title of the Fittest.
Okay.
I haven't competed in a CrossFit comp for quite a while now. So
What did you come in the last one that you did?
I came probably was All Stars.
You came first,
Came
didn't you?
first, yeah.
Yeah, so
came first.
the standard's high.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I guess I am my own harshest critic as well. Which is sometimes it's, if anyone's ever worked out with me, you'll see me have a little bit of self-talk into myself, and I need to talk myself into situations.
Okay.
But it's being aware of it and being able to manage it is probably one of the biggest things. So yeah, I'm probably my biggest critic.
So what goals have you got around title of the Fittest at the moment?
Win it.
Win it. So that's the outcome you want, but what goals have you got to get to that point?
Well, so gymnastics. I know I stink at gymnastics. And that's one thing I don't want to stink at gymnastics.
Okay.
And so that's one big thing. So my toes to bar, my pull-ups has been a massive focus for me. Also as well is, I know there's been times where I have focused on that sort of stuff and I've gotten really, really good at it. It's just being consistent with it.
And just so people know as well, the actual workouts aren't being designed by you, so you don't have that, you're not going in with, hey, let's create workouts around you so you can win it. I've got the final say on them, and I'm putting a lot of it in, but I'm getting a lot of advice from you about what the members are being programmed.
Yep.
So the workouts aren't going to be foreign; they're actually going to be, hey, we're ready for this.
Oh, absolutely. Like if it was up to me, there would be there'd be no wall balls, there would be no rowing.
Everything you're shocking at.
Yeah, everything.
There'd be no CrossFit.
There would be no CrossFit. It would be sectioned by body weight as well.
Yeah.
And then it would just be snatch and clean and jerk.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so well, that's not happening. But
no,
so you've got a gymnastics focus, and you've also got how many times a week are you training?
So I'm training 5 times a week.
Okay.
So I'm working. Actually, no. Well, it depends on what you call training. So I'll generally do something on every single day.
Okay.
So it'll be 5 main sessions a week.
Yeah.
So I stagger that down to a 3, and then I have 1 off. But that's generally working on something on my weaknesses. Mm-hmm. So on my off days, it'll be core work and pull-ups,
but easy going though.
Easy sort of stuff. So. And a lot of that stuff is actually reflective in what we do here.
Yeah.
So on those off days, you can actually do the Metcon Light.
Mm-hmm.
So you just don't go in there as a rip your face off. So it's not a conditioning component.
Yep.
It's a top up, which I like to call it. Top up components of that. So yeah, it'll be 3 days worth of pretty high intensity sort of stuff. 1 day off, then 2 days where I'm lifting quite heavy, and
Sweet.
then 1 day off. So that's what I'm focusing on at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, it's the process that I'm just worried about, because I know if I go in and I get the work and I do the work well, the result will take care of itself. So
Sure.
I'm not sitting there thinking about, I want to come first. That means I have to come first in every single WOD.
Yeah.
It's just, I know if I come in and I work hard, I put myself in the best possible place to actually, do quite well.
Mm-hmm.
Then in saying that, I don't want to talk too big, because if I fall
Yeah,
flat
that's
on my
right.
face.
Who are you with?
I'm with Anna.
Well, there you go. So you guys obviously are a pretty powerful team. Like, Anna's very strong and she's very fit. She's done fantastic. So
Yeah, absolutely.
you guys are obviously going to be a name
Forced
to work
to be
with.
reckoned with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to come up with a name though.
Winners. I don't know.
Winners.
That's my name.
Winners.
We'll move on to Jase now, because we don't want you to hog the cam and the mic too much, my man.
It's what the people want though.
So yeah, what goals have you got? And I know you're throwing down with your brother.
My brother, yes. Yeah. My goal's very similar.
Yep.
My general goal for ages now has just been to get stronger and better at weightlifting.
Yep.
But now that it's more specific, it's to get better at title of the fittest.
Yep.
And to do that, I actually need to work on my conditioning.
Okay.
So I'm relatively happy with my strength. My gymnastics is alright. But yeah, my conditioning's taken a hit after strength training for so long.
Yep.
So really focusing on those conditioning WODs. And how my training's going at the moment, I usually train 5 to 6 times a week as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually consist of 1 really easy day, which is just actually taking the piss.
Yeah.
2 normal days, and then 2 really hard days where I really push myself.
Awesome.
So that's how I break it up, not in that order, but
yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. You guys are both throwing down, and I'm looking forward to it. I wish I could throw down as well, but I've got to be behind the microphone.
Yeah.
But that's so for me. My goals at the moment are training to basically trim up a little bit, because I just feel like you can let things go. You feel like you're doing well, but so I'm actually jumping in the pool a fair bit more, and I'm doing some more conditioning pieces, and also strength as well. Like, I'm trying to also follow your program and do minimum 3 sessions a week.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that so I've actually set myself some goals to hit 3 of your sessions per week for the next 30 days. And that's what I'm doing. So now what I want to jump into is the idea of, people setting these new goals and these new targets, and then they go for a week or 2 weeks and something comes up. A child gets sick, or they just lose a bit of motivation, or they binge eat, or whatever it may be. What to do to bounce back? Obviously you don't throw the towel in, but how to reassess? Do you reassess your goals? Do you reset them? What would your kind of advice be for a person facing a situation like that?
So I'm going to throw out a Brian Bishop analogy right now.
Who's Brian Bishop?
Oh, he's my old man.
He's your old man. Is he watching?
Yeah. I don't know.
Of course he's watching.
Yeah, of course he's watching. I don't know. I don't think he doesn't have social media platforms.
He's too busy, man. He's still bossing it, isn't he? He's out and about doing things. He doesn't have time to listen to you.
He's a mover and shaker. He's got the foot in the door. He's knocking on doors. He's making it work.
Yeah.
But yeah, big challenges, small chunks.
Yep.
So he's the guy that I speak to every single time that everything falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just talks me down, and then lets me know, well, what do you need to do to get there? Just, big challenges, small chunks. What are you going to do today that's going to help you get to there tomorrow? And you know what? You're going to fail. And that's fine. It's like you stuffed up there. There's no point, dwelling on it because there's nothing you can do about it. Think about what you can do now and what you can do tomorrow.
Yeah. And
what did you learn from it as well? Sick children, getting a cold or something like that, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
If you let those little things, stop you from your, big goal, I don't want to sound harsh, but you're not really going to accomplish anything.
Yeah.
And you don't want that.
Yep.
And, I guess that's where, having someone, to guide you, to give you a bit of a kiss and a cuddle along the way and tell you everything's all right. But then they also need to,
give you a kick up the bum too.
Exactly right.
And let you know that, hey, these things happen to everyone and it's okay.
Yep.
And also that if somebody has set goals with myself or any of you guys here and they literally have lost their way, contact us. Contact us and actually say, hey, listen, I want to reassess the goals. I need to get some motivation going again. I was really pumped when we first put them together. But now I'm 2-3 weeks in and I feel like I just am aimless. And we can reset. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like that you should be embarrassed that you haven't been able to do it. Like how many times have you set yourself a target or gone to do something in life and it's just fallen apart in a heap? What were you saying that you failed earlier today?
Everything. My first attempt on the ASCA level 1 module.
Yeah. Okay. But that's the thing. You came to Brendo and you said, "Listen, man, this is what's happened." You're talking to good people who have done it before, and you're saying, "What should we do?" And getting some good feedback. So being around people that actually go, "Hey, you know what? Like these things happen," and obviously you can go to Brendo, and say, "Hey, can you do it for me?" No, I'm kidding. You wouldn't do that. But you're looking at ways to keep yourself focused and not let the feeling of or the fear of failure or the fear of not being able to accomplish something overwhelm you. It's going to guide you and it's going to give you some degree of energy, but it's not going to crush you.
Well, this is one thing that's about failure. It actually proves that you really want something.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you fail at something and it hurts, and I mean it really hurts like hell, it means that you actually care. It means you actually want to do something. So that means when you actually get it, it's pretty damn sweet.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we all set lofty goals. We all want to be movie gods and rock stars when we're growing up. And Fight Club quote there. But, it doesn't necessarily happen. But it's, if you live your life with a bit of purpose and you actually go chasing, that means at the end of the day, you turn around and say, well, you know what? I gave it a red hot crack and good things do come. But you do have to work at it.
Yeah.
Goals can change as well. The goals that I had at the beginning of the year are completely different than the goals that I had at the beginning of last year, halfway through. So it's been not married to the goals as well. So, I mean, that's an end result. But half of the time, the fun is in the process in there. It was like earlier in my life, I wanted to be a rock star. I didn't get there.
You did though, for a bit.
Oh, well, yeah. Not to the level that I wanted it.
Yeah, I never heard of you, but when I met you, I thought this guy's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing about it is, I was quite introverted and couldn't speak to anyone. I couldn't stand up in front of people.
So introverted?
Yeah, introverted.
Because I think you said interested.
Did I?
I think you did.
Yeah, I was quite interested and I couldn't speak to anyone. But that's okay. Introverted. Sorry, that really highlights that problem right now. That really like a knife point focus on that problem. But that's good. Let's face it. Let's deal with it together.
What was I on about? But yeah,
being
anyway,
introverted.
So essentially, it ended up being, the person that you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And that's who I got to be when I, played guitar on stage.
Yeah.
And then that just integrated into my personality.
Yeah.
And so it was all the parts that I wanted to show of myself, plus the parts I liked about myself.
Yep.
Just ended up being the person that I am today. Some people might like it, some people don't hate it, but at the end of the day, it's not really care. Like, you do care what people think because you want people to think you're a good human being. But apart from that, it doesn't really matter.
Well, that's right. It needs to stop somewhere. If you're trying your best and people aren't accepting that, you gotta just let that go and cut that out. But I really like that because if you'd look back 10 years ago to who you are now to to who you were then, totally different person. Yeah. And then you can be excited and go, where am I going to be in 10 years from now?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you keep that mindset and that goal setting process, and I really like that because for me, talking about bouncing back or getting through things, and you spoke about being introverted. Like, I really suffered from like crippling anxiety, where like I'd sometimes wake up dry heaving, like just really stressed to the limit, and rather than just going, hey, well, that's a condition I have and I just need to accept it and roll over and be weak. I decided, I need to learn what it takes to deal with this and manage it, and also continue to get stronger and turn it into a strength. So I forced myself every single morning to get up at the exact same time, no matter what. Even if I had 3-4 hours sleep the night before because I couldn't get to bed, I'd eat heavy fats and proteins in the morning because with the anxiety, it would hyperproduce insulin and it would offset my metabolism, my ability to function. And then I would exercise every single day, and I would read, and I would force myself to get off my phone at night. And then as a few months went past, disappeared completely. And so it's not so much that, hey, I've got anxiety, I've got depression, that's it. Sometimes you go through a season of life where everything is overwhelming to the point where you feel like it's coming to an end and you just can't function and you can't focus. But if you take those steps and like pull your shoulders back and walk towards that problem with a smart focus with goals, you'll come through the other side and you'll be 10 times better for it.
Yeah, exactly right. And also you get pretty surprised about where you actually end up. So, I mean, the whole idea was, for me to be a rock star. That didn't happen, but that gave me the confidence to then go into sales. Going into sales gave me the ability to talk to people. Going into sales gave me the ability to lead and train people. And then I ended up coupling that with my love for sport. I wasn't any good at school, and I really love sport and fitness.
And now you're here.
Exactly right. So I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. I did my certificate 3, certificate 4, went into diploma, bloody hard. University doesn't come easy for me. It's not exactly something I'm good at. I'm not a good student. But it was something that ended up becoming where I wanted it to be. So from those moments of starting a band to a career in fitness, being a head coach of a CrossFit gym, it's led me into something where I'm actually quite happy. So I didn't leave high school saying I wanted to be a coach of a CrossFit gym. I wanted to be a rock star. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty damn happy with it's one of the coolest jobs that you can do.
Well, I think the members would say you're a rock star, man. Like, people love you, so.
Well, if so facto.
Well, moving on to another rock star over here, my main man, Jase. Well, not my main man. You're both my main men.
And digging yourself a hole there.
Try and get out of that one. I'd say, what
the goals?
Yeah, and also what have you done when you faced something that's really kind of kicked you in the teeth and made you feel like, look, I don't want to get out of bed today?
Yeah. So to stick to goals, a tip I like to think of is tell people, talk about it. Tell people, talk about your goals, not to really boast on what you want to achieve and stuff like that, but more so it's going to keep you accountable. I tell people, I don't know, what lifts I want to get in 3 months to the end of the year, what times I want to get on workouts and all that sort of stuff. So then if I don't get it, I'm not going to feel as good. So it pushes me to actually work hard and achieve them. And for myself, it's usually little injuries that get in the way of everything. Whether it's injuries through training or injuries outside of the gym. It seems to happen quite a lot to me.
You're living life on the edge, mate.
I'm young. I'm doing stupid stuff. But it's obviously they're setbacks. But working a way around them, scaling workouts, and ultimately they are setbacks, but ultimately still heading in the right direction. That's how I get it done.
Awesome. And that's what I think is really good is, recognizing that it can work. If someone's done it before, you can do it too. Like, it's within your capacity to do it. So that feeling of like, oh, what's going on here? There's so much information out there now, so much material about nutrition and what it will do for your mind, so much information about exercise. And then because we love this so much as well and we want to share this with people, it's a great combination of things to be in a place like this, because you're going to be able to find a home where you can get advice, have goals set, be lifted when you feel like you're flat, and just continue to move forward.
Absolutely, and that's a really, really good point. We are inundated with things that we should be doing.
Yeah.
And we get so caught up on the things that we should be doing, we don't actually do anything. Like it's like, oh, I should be doing this. I should be doing this accessory works. I should be doing this. I should just do what you're doing and just do it well and do it consistently.
Yeah.
Don't always look for
100%, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
But I just started this strength and conditioning course, and I've done more housework now than I ever have because I've been putting it off.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like during exams, like you should see my bookshelf. It is immaculate. And I somehow like get my tax done during exam season. So, and
I had my first shower the other day.
I got a haircut.
Yeah, you did actually. Yeah, looks sharp.
And no, it's good. I might go do that when I've got something pressing happening. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's like just get in there and just get to work and get it done. Don't always look, I'm not eating right. Oh no, I stuffed up a meal, or I went away from course. Everyone does.
Yeah.
Like no one, nothing ever goes to plan. I mean, we get inundated by it through Facebook. It's like that line of your goals, and then you got those troughs, and then you got that crocodile that bites your leg off, and all that sort of stuff. It's just, that is really really true.
Yeah.
And then we should realize that, okay, well, I've, I've suffered an injury. I've done this. Does that mean I should just throw the whole thing? No, because at the end of the day, that's living life with regret.
Yeah.
It's better to throw everything that you've got at it and give it a red hot crack, and then coming up short. Yeah. And saying, well, at least I gave it a go. But the byproduct of, just say here, the byproduct, I didn't get, a sub 2 minute Fran time. But I made some mates. I'm in pretty good nick. I enjoy myself. I'm happy, and people like to be around me.
Yeah, and I didn't go home and eat a box of Tim Tams or something. I came in and I did something, and that's another thing as well. Like all the pieces of the puzzle won't come together at once, and if it did, it'd be boring. Yeah. So the fact that when people come in here, just take your time. It's simple. 3 times a week. Yeah. Or unlimited. It's real simple. Come in and take your time to let the lessons come to you. Yeah. If you try to force the process, you get frustrated and you get really upset because you won't see the end result right away. But understand that, it's that bit by bit, piece by piece, and then after a while, you're going to look back and go, look at the changes, look at the goals I've achieved, and I'm actually really having a fun time now. Yeah. And it becomes a lifestyle and it becomes fun.
Absolutely. I was actually chatting to someone about that last night as well. I was like, we were talking about goal setting, and this, really talented young lad comes to me, and he's in, dire straits because things aren't exactly going the right way for him. And, I told him, well, this, what we're trying to do here is bloody hard. Yeah. If it wasn't bloody hard, everyone would do it. And are you the same as everyone else? And he's like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, well, that's completely fine, but you need to show us how good you are. Mm-hmm. And work hard at it. And if you stink at something, well, then in 4 weeks' time, you've got to show us that you're bloody good at it. Yeah,
or get better, and that's the thing, just be excellent and have fun with it, and let it be simple, let it be easy, and then put yourself into situations where you can challenge yourself. So it's fun, it's a good process. Yeah. Set some cool goals, challenge yourself. If you slip up, we'll be here to kind of put you back on the track. Reach out to us if you need to. But I reckon that pretty much what covers today. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that, like setting goals, and it makes me feel motivated to actually want to knuckle down a little bit more for some more goals of my own.
Nice. I just got one question for Jason.
Here we go.
What's the name of your team for fitness title of the Fittest?
I think it's the Carey Brothers.
Really?
Can I give you a suggestion?
What is it?
How about Brothers with Arms?
Brothers with Arms.
That's not bad. I actually do like that.
Well, because it's like
we'll think about it.
Because it's like Carey, I was thinking like Care Factor 0, something like that.
Yeah.
Not so good. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing yours as well, mate. All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys, and look forward to seeing you at the next time.
Nice.
And we'll continue getting your questions. So let us know what you'd like to hear, and we might have some more special guests coming on very soon.
Ooh, nice. Looking forward to it.
All right, guys. Peace out. Have a good weekend.
See ya.
See ya.